Welcome everyone. Saraswati Sisukunj Borsad in that 5th standard English medium EVS. So as you all know that soon you are going to get online test paper. So for that revision we are going to do in EVS, that is chapter number 1 super senses, chapter number 2 living things, right? I hope you get that paper styles, and paper style, according to that paper style we will go through it. Okay, so in your first question is true and false, right? It is of 5 marks, and questions are asked from chapter number 1 and 2. Here you can see a few questions, 10 questions are here, right? So let's try to solve it one by one. I will explain you, and what will be the answer on that we will think together. Okay, see the first one. Big ears of an elephant help it to listen better. Means elephant has big ears, that big ears help that elephant to listen better. So as you have studied in the first chapter, that area of ear increases, so we can, means ear can collect more sound. So what will be the answer? True. So first one is true, right? Let's see for the second one. Birds turn their eyes to see around. Turn their eyes, not head. See, eyes, not head. So as you have seen pictures in the explanation when I was explaining PPTs, right? In that you have seen that birds are moving their heads, not eyes. They were moving their heads, not eyes. So here they are saying turn their eyes. So it will be false. Second number, false. See third number. Animals can see as many colors as humans. Animals can see as many colors as humans. So it is also false. Why? Some animals can see only few colors, right? Humans can see more colors, but not about animals, right? Not all animals can see equally all the colors. So here it will be false. See for the next one. All senses are equally well developed in all animals. All senses are equally well developed in all animals. So here you just see the previous one. Animals can see as many colors as humans. So we wrote false. What it means? Eyes are not well developed, right? Here about ears, all do not have, all animals do not have equal size of ears. So there is a different capacity of hearing. They are saying that all senses are equally developed. It is totally wrong. So here we will write false. See the next one. Eagle has sharp eye sight. So I explain you, when eagle is flying on high sky, right? From that sky they can see 2 to 2.5 or 1.5 kilometer away. If their food is there on the ground, they can recognize that food and they can catch that. So yes, eagle has sharp eye sight. Answer will be true. Let's see that side. Next one. See here. Ants collect in seconds if you drop food. You have seen in first chapter, ants take 15 to 20 minutes. Ants take 15 to 20 minutes to collect around the food. Here it is written seconds. So answer is, means this sentence is false. See for the next one. Dogs mark their area on the road. I explained you that dogs, you have seen the dogs are sniffing, right? And then they are releasing their urine. So yes, they mark their area by urine, right? So here this sentence is true. After that, mosquitoes can find human by their body temperature. So two things were there, body temperature, sweat, right? So here it is written temperature, so it is correct, true. Next one. Birds are most alert animals. Look, we have discussed about tigers, that tigers have all senses well developed. They can see better, six times better than the human beings. Their ears are able to separate two sounds of the leaves, which is on the tree and on the ground. So here we are not talking about birds. Tigers are most alert animals. So for birds the sentence is written. So it is false. Here 10 number. Snake has ears. Are you able to see ears? Snake do not have ears. So here we will write false. We have more 7 true and false. So let's see that. So let's go with 11 number. Dolphins communicate with each other by making different sounds. I hope you have seen the videos, and there was a short video of dolphin also, right? So what will be the answer? Yes, dolphins communicate with each other by making different sounds. So answer will be true. Okay, see next one. All kinds of plants produce seeds. All kind of plants produce seeds. Do all plants produce seeds? You have seen biophilium plants, even potatoes, right? And banana. That all plants are not producing seeds, right? They are not producing seeds. So all plant does not produce seeds. So what will be the answer? False. A tiger can see 6 times better at night than most of us, right? So here, this one, 13 number is of first chapter. A tiger can see 6 times better at night than most of us. So yes, tiger can see. I have given example in previous 1 to 10, true and false, right? So it is true. Okay, after that, animals grow in size only up to certain age, right? There was a comparison between animals and plants, right? So plants can grow throughout the lifetime. Animals can grow only up to certain age. So it is true. See next one, that side, 15 number. Plants can grow throughout their lifetime. I already explained here. Plants can grow throughout their lifetime. Animals grow only up to certain age. So this is true. Next one. Seeds of plants can give rise to a new plant. All plant does not produce seeds, but whatever plants that have seeds, so from seeds a new plant will grow. So that is true. See next one. Banana plant grows from its stems. I already explained you, right, that banana, potato. So here banana plants grow from its stems. So that is correct, true. So this was your true and false, right? Let's see next question. So let's see our first B question, that is name the following, of 5 marks, right? Your first A was of 5 marks, first B is of 5 marks. Now this all questions are from first chapter and second chapter, as you know, right? Let's go with the question. Here you just have to give one word for the question, right? That is why it is known as name the following. With holes instead of ears. Now from all living things, we have to give a name to a living thing which has holes instead of ears, right? So we have discussed about all the animals, right, whose external ears are, we cannot see external ears. So those animals are birds, right? Okay, let's see next one. With big ears. With big ears. So we all know that is elephant. Okay, right, easy to understand. Next one, with eyes in front. Who has eyes in a front? Don't write human being, huh? Apart from human being, who is there? So owl. Okay, let's see next one. A bird with sharp eyesight. A bird whose eyes are very sharp, eyesights are, right? So that is eagle. Let's see next one. An animal with sharp sense of smell. Animal with sharp sense of smell. That are dogs. After that, an insect that always walk in line. Insect that always walk in line. That are correct. Ant. Right? Okay, let's go that side. An animal that we use to catch criminals and explosives. An animal that we use, police officers use, right? There is a force of animals that are used for catching criminals and explosives. So there are dogs. A bird which were used to carry message in ancient times? A bird which used to carry messages in ancient times. That was pigeon, correct? Let's go next one. A living thing that makes its own food. A living thing that makes its own food. That is plants. Next one, a living thing that has fins. We talk about two things. That both living things are living in the water. Dolphins has feelers, and the other one who has fins, that is fish, right? So fishes have fins. Let me write fish, right? Fish has fins. 11 number, a living thing that has hair on its body. A living thing that has hair on its body. I told you that is important definition they give. Bird to young one, right? That is mammals. Mammals. And the last question, a living thing that lay eggs. A living thing that lay eggs. When we were talking about giving birth, right, that living things give birth, at that time we talk about two things. One, a group of living things that give birth to young one. The other one, group of living things that lay eggs. So that is birds, right? Okay. So these are your name the following. 12 are there, right? Few will be asked in your test. Let's see next question. 2a, fill in the blanks. 6 marks. For fill in the blanks you have 6 marks, right? Both chapters fill in the blanks will be there. Chapter number 1 and 2. Okay, so let's try first one. Ducks have blank feet that help them to swim in water. So you have seen ducks' feet, right? How are they? So they are webbed, right? So answer will be webbed feet. Ducks have webbed feet that help them to swim in water, correct? Let's go for the next one. A fish swim in water with the help of. Now look, remember, you have already get the question in name the following, that an animal which have fins, right? And here in the fill in the blanks you can see a fish swim in water with the help of, right? So a question which is in the name the following and the fill in the blank. So by your understanding you have to compare, so you easily get the answer, right? So fish has fins to swim. Fins, correct? Okay. Most animals that live on blank have limbs. Most animals that live on blank have limbs. Now limbs means your hands and legs. So animals that live on land, right? Answer will be animals that live on land have limbs. Okay, let's see next one, fourth. Plant use energy from the blank to make food. We get energy from food, but plants are making their own food. So while that process of making food, which energy is used by plants? So energy from the sun. So here answer will be sun. Plant use energy from the sun to make its own food. Let's see next one, fifth number. Plants that grow under water do not have blank on their leaves, right? If we talk about leaves of the plants, generally, right now I'm not talking about the plants that grow under the water. Generally, if we talk about the plants that grow on land, they have stomata on their leaves, veins on their leaves, right? So see here, plants that grow under the water, they do not have stomata. That we have studied in the chapter, we discussed, right? So your answer will be stomata. Right? Let's see, 6 number, blank. The blank gas in the air is used by the plants to make food. In the process of photosynthesis, there is a name of a gas, right? There is a name of a gas which plant use to make its own food, right? So which is that gas? Carbon dioxide. carbon dioxide. For the next one, 7 number, animal use blank gas present in the air to live. Now we are talking about animals. In previous blank we talk about plants that they use gas carbon dioxide. Now if we talk about animals, they use oxygen gas. Animals use oxygen gas present in the air to live, right? Animals use oxygen gas. So this is your 7. Mod 3 we have. So let's go with 8 number. Blank grow throughout their lifetime, right? That you have seen in name the following also, right? So answer will be plants grow throughout their lifetime. Blank grow only in their early part of their lives, right? Blank grow only in the early part, or you can say grow only up to certain age. So they are animals. Animals grow only in their early part of their lives, right? Last number, see here. Blank plant produce new plant from their leaves. So that is biophilium, right? See here spelling. Right, plant that biophilium plant produce new plant from their leaves. So these are your fill in the blanks. Let's move on the next question, that is define the following. 4 marks. Define the following. The first one is hibernation. Hibernation definition is, see here, some animals undergo into deep sleep. Into deep sleep, right? During winter. During winter is known as hibernation. Now see here, maybe you can change some sentences, some words you can write means previously and some words you can write afterwards, but these words are important. Sentence formation can be changed, right? Don't worry, you can write that during winter some animals undergo into deep sleep is known as hibernation, right? So you can write on your own way, but few words, these words are important. Understand? Let's go with the next definition, that is poachers. Number 2. Poachers. So people who hunt animals, people who hunt animals for their body parts. Are known as poachers. So poachers are basically human beings who hunt animals for their different body parts. See, people who hunt animals for their body parts are known as poachers. You have seen in the chapter that tigers are killed for their skin, bones and claws, right? Rhino and elephants are get killed with for their horns, right? So these are a few animals which are getting hunted by poachers. Okay, let's see next definition, and that is national park. Third one, national parks. This national park are area of land which is owned by government, right? National parks are area of a land owned by government. Let's write it. national parks are area of land which is owned by government to protect animals. To protect animals and natural beauty. Right, so national parks are area of land, right, which is owned by government to protect animals which lives in national parks, right, to protect their animals, and natural beauty means trees and plants which is present in the national park, right. Let's see next definition. This hatching. Here we talk about animals that develops inside egg, right? So hatching is a definition for animal that comes out from a egg, that whole process, right? See, when the young animal is fully developed, it breaks open the shell of the egg and comes out. Is known as so see once again definition. When the young animal is fully developed, it breaks open the shell of the egg and comes out, is known as hatching. When animal is fully developed inside the egg, it will break that shell of egg and comes out. That process is known as hatching. Okay, let's go with the next definition, that is seedling. So easy definition. A seed that gives rise to a new plant is known as seedling. A seed gives rise to a new plant is known as seedling. Right, or is called seedling also you can write. A seed give rise to a new plant is known as seedling or is called seedling, correct? So let's go on the next definition, that is photosynthesis. Most important definition: the process of making food by the plant, the plant. So photosynthesis is a process. So we can start with the process of making food by the plant using. Now two things that plant use, two things, right? That is water and carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, right? The process of making food by the plant using water and carbon dioxide in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. Now see here, water, carbon dioxide, sunlight and chlorophyll. These four words are important. Using and in the presence of, right? Using water and carbon dioxide in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll. If this two sentence will, if you remember, so whole definition is done, right? The process of making food, how easy to remember. And at the end, after writing these two sentences at the end, is known as photosynthesis, is called photosynthesis. Do you understand? Is called photosynthesis. Our definition is done. Right? So let's go with 7, 8 and 9 more 3 definitions. 7 number definition, that is herbivores, animals. So animals that eat only plants are known as herbivores animals, right? So we'll write animals that eat only plants are known as herbivores animals, or we can write herbivores. You can write examples also, right? Herbivores animals, you can write deer, cow, buffalo, etc. Let's go with the 8 number, that is carnivores. Carnivores animals. So animals that eat only other animals are known as carnivorous animals. Examples, you can write lion, tiger, right? Okay, let's go with the 9th definition, last one, omnivores. So animals that eat both plants and animals are known as omnivorous animals. Okay, you can write examples. like peacock, pigeon, sparrow, right? Human being also omnivores because we eat both plants and animals. So these 3 definitions are important, and all 9 definitions I hope you understand. Let's go with question answers. So let's go with the last question of your paper, which is going to come in your test paper. Third one, answer the following question. It is of 10 marks, right? Any 10 you have to write. So questions I already wrote, 5 questions are here, right? Let's see question number first. How do snake hear in spite of not having ears, right? You know that snake do not have external ears. So how they hear? Look, they feel vibrations on the ground, and from those vibrations they hear. Now how we will write answer? See, snake do not hear they feel vibrations on the ground. Right? Snake do not hear, they feel vibrations on the ground, right? Let's go with the next question. From what distance can an eagle in the sky see a roti on the ground, right? As you know that eagle fly on a high sky. Now from what distance they can see a roti from on the ground, right? So as we have discussed that about 1 or 1.5 or 1.5 kilometers away that eagle can see roti on the ground. So now how we will write answer? See here, from 1 kilometer or from 1 kilometer or 1.5 means 1.5 kilometer. 1.5 kilometer distance and eagle in the sky can see a roti on the ground, right? So this is how we can write. From 1 kilometer or 1.5 kilometer distance, an eagle in the sky can see a roti on the ground. Let's see third number. Write the name of the animals whose ears can be seen, right? Whose ears can be seen. Here you can write human being also. Dog, cat, cow, right? 5 animals, any 5 animals you have to write. Now see here. Dog, cat, cow, lion, right? And you can write tiger, rabbit, buffalo, donkey, right? Many animals you can write. You can write here 5 because it is asked for 5, right? That is why 5. Okay, let's see next one. How long did it take for ants to come near food you drop, right? How much time we have to write about the minutes, right? So how we will write answer? It take 15 to 20 for ants to come near food. It takes 15 to 20 minutes for ants to come near food. Okay, let's go with the next question, 5th one. Did one ant come first or group of ants come to gather near food? So as we all know, first one ant will come right here. Did one ant come first or group of ants come together near food? So we'll write one ant come first. One ant come first near food. Near food, right? Okay, let's go with 6th number question. Okay, so let's go with 6th number question. What did the ants do with the food? After reaching to the food, right, what will ant do? So ants will carry that food into their holes. So same answer will write, ants carry the food into their holes. Right? Okay, let's go with 7 number question. Do ants move in a line? So here just yes or no question, right? Your answer will be in yes or no. So yes, ants move in a line. From question you just have to remove do and write yes, comma, then ants move in a line. Your answer is done, right? Let's go with 8 number answer. How do ants communicate with each other, right? You know that ants have feelers. They touch that each other's feeler and they communicate. So how we are going to write answer? See here. Ants communicate with the help of feelers which are on their heads, right? They have 2 feelers on their head and they touch each other with that. So ants communicate with each other with the help of feelers which are present on their heads. Let's go with 9 number. How do mosquitoes know where a human is? So mosquitoes can find humans by their smell of their bodies, right? And they also find them by the smell of their feet, heat, or you can write temperature, heat of body. Okay, let's see 10 number question. Where do different living things live, right? So living things live everywhere on the earth, on land, in water, right, in air, and in soil, right? So living things live everywhere on the earth, on land, in water, in air, and in the soil. So these are your 10th question. Now let's see 11 number. How do desert animals obtain water? So some desert animals obtain water from the food they eat, right? So same answer we have to write. Some desert animals obtain water from the food they eat, right? Whatever food they are eating, it is it has some amount of water, so they will obtain water from the food they eat, right? Let's see next one. How does water help to animals? So water transport nutrients, right, obtained from the food to all parts of animals body, right? It also help in removing waste. So same answer we have to write. Let's start. Water transport nutrients obtained from food to all parts of animals body, to all parts of animals body. Right? It also helps in removing waste. Right? Let's go with 13 number question. What helps plants to obtain air from atmosphere? What helps plants to obtain air from atmosphere? As we all know that stomata are present on the leaves of the plant. So we can write stomata tiny holes present on leaves help them to obtain air from atmosphere. Correct? Okay, let's go with 14 number. Which gas is used by plants to make food? As you have seen in photosynthesis definition, right, that carbon dioxide gas is used by plants in the process of photosynthesis. So how we'll write? Plants use carbon dioxide to make its own food, or to make food. Sorry, I have less space, so I write like that, right? Gas to make its own food, right? Plants use carbon dioxide gas to make its own food. Let's see next number. How do birds breathe? So birds have lungs and there is hole on their beak. So lungs and hole both help them to breathe. So how will write answer? C. Birds have lungs and breathe in air, and they breathe in air with the help of holes, a hole present on the beak, right? So birds have lungs and they breathe in air with the help of hole present on their beak. So here you can see all 15 answers are here. More 3 questions we remain, right? I hope you are getting everything. Let's go with last 3 questions. How do plants that grow in water obtain gases? As we all know that plants that grow in the water do not have stomata. So for the first sentence you have to write like that. Wait a moment. plants that grow underwater do not have stomata, right? The entire surface of the leaf of the plant taking carbon dioxide or oxygen. Which is dissolved. In water, right? So plants that grow underwater do not have stomata. The entire surface of the leaf of the plant take in carbon dioxide or oxygen which is dissolved in water, right? Let's see 17 number. That is, how do insects breathe? Let's see answer. Tiny holes called spiracles. Through which air enters in a network of fine tubes. Now this is half answer. Let me try to explain this. Insects have tiny holes called spiracles through which air enters in a network of fine tube. There is a network of fine tube, like we have vents, right? So air enters from spiracles to the network of a fine tube, right, which is present in their body. So network of fine tubes which is present in their body. Present in their body. Now this fine tubes or these tubes, you can write, carry air in every part of their body. There means insects, right? Every part of their body. See answer again. Insects have tiny holes called spiracles through which air enters in a network of fine tubes which is present in their body. These tubes carry air in every part of their body. There means insect body, every part of insect's body. See here, how do frogs breathe? 18 number and the last question, right? See here, answer. Frogs can live both on land and in water. As we know that frogs can live on land and in water both. So when in water, when in water they breathe through their moist skin. Now this is for water. Now when on land they breathe through their lungs. Through their lungs, right? See answer again. Frogs can live both on land and in water. When in water they breathe the air. They breathe the air through their moist skin. When on land they breathe through their lungs, right? So when on land they use their lungs to breathe. When in water they use their moist skin to breathe. So this is your revision. I hope you get all the question answers. Please, if you don't know or you get confused, pause the video and see that answer again, right? Best of luck for your test. Thank you.